Should be good to go.
11:11. One's on the clock. We are back. We are live. Sorry for the inconvenience. There is an imbalance in the universe. I am dealing with Volkswagen, the shittiest group of people to ever handle vehicles. I am also dealing with technical issues. Had to restart my MacBook, but we're back. We're here. We are going to finish this episode and play your voicemails and do what we do here on Talkin Nets. Hudson, are you good?
I am good. I am ready to go. I am ready to record. I am happy that I no longer have to vamp because I was vamping for like 10 minutes when you were trying to figure out what was going on. We are going to try this again. We are going to run through it quick. We are back.
Okay.
Let's get it done.
It's okay. It's okay.
Keith, count us in and let's get it going.
Okay. Not even going to count back in. We're going to talk about Spencer Dinwiddie right from where we were talking about Spencer Dinwiddie, and I'm going to go right back to that article. Okay? I am now recording. So, yeah, Spence was saying, what's the quickest it's been for someone to come back to basketball 17 weeks after an ACL or whatever. Christian Winfield writes, Steve Nash doesn't think it's realistic for Spencer to return from his ACL tear and play his first games in an elevated playoff intensity. But he also says, who knows? Hudson, what are you thinking about Spence coming back?
I'm thinking that he's going to come back. I think that Steve Nash, is the most conservative of all conservative people when it comes to injury management. And if he is accelerating the timeline, then there's no reason to think that we shouldn't also be accelerating our timeline. At the beginning of the year when Nash was asked about this, it was probably not, but maybe for the finals. And now it's probably not, but maybe for the first round. And if there's that big jump, it feels like there might be some discrepancy in the middle where we can find a good middle ground at getting some high quality play from Spence. And look, Spence wasn't doing this grind for no reason, right? He's good. He doesn't need to do this. He's going to get a contract from the Nets or elsewhere for a good amount of money. But he wants to come back. He wants to win this championship. And I just want to see it get rewarded. Obviously, I want to win the championships more than anything. But, Spence has put so much work in. He's put so much grind into what the Nets are doing that it would just be tragic to see him put like this energy into the condensed rehab process that he's gone through for it not to pay off. So I hope he does. I hope he comes back. I think he's going to come back. And look, I'm just trying to stay positive with that stuff because not much else we can stay positive about.
Yeah. So what I want to hit next are two things. One, Joe Harris was on R2C2 podcast. That's CC Sabathia and Ryan Rucco. If you're a Nets fan, you should go listen to that. And he mentioned that the Brooklyn Nets training staff, their medical people, are not just like the best in the NBA, but the best in the world. And that Sean Marks set out to have the best medical and training staff in all of sports. Now, that can work in a bunch of different ways, right? When we're talking about a Spencer Dinwiddie coming back, if these are the number one people in the field, around his injury and all his injuries, they're going to be super cautious because they're the best people in the game. And from Spencer to Harden, we got to talk about Harden now and his injury. I feel like they're being super cautious with him. We know the stakes are high. We know we need this guy. We traded away star players and our future for this guy. We need him to come back and be able to lead us all the way through the playoffs, through the finals. But Harden says he's very confident he'll play before the playoff starts. And that kind of contradicts what we were thinking and what we heard about Harden not coming back for these regular season games and saving him to unleash on the NBA in the playoff series. Now, I think 2 days ago, we heard that Harden, or I think it was after the game, I don't know when exactly it was, that Harden said he's very confident, but it's almost like he's going against what the Nets were saying, what the medical team was saying, what Nash is saying. So now that that's out there, we're expecting to see Harden back. And I was having a conversation with someone at Yankee Stadium yesterday. I think he's back when this road trip ends. There's 2 more games on this road trip, one in Denver, one in Chicago. And I think we see Harden come back when the Nets play the Spurs. What are you thinking about Harden challenging maybe using the media to challenge what the Nets plan is or what the Nets have said? I look at the guy like this. This is a guy we saw take a shoulder to his chin in a game like NFL style, shake it off and play, not miss time. This is a guy who was playing 40 minutes a night. He's a solid body hooper. That's what he does. We're talking about a hamstring now. How many games has Harden missed? His hamstring, I know he had the setback, but I just can't buy it. I can't believe it. So what are you thinking about Harden coming out in the media? And, right, last episode, we kept it 100 and we were saying, can you hear me?
I can now, Keith.
No, this is fucking nonsense, bro. I'm just taking L's this week, bro. I'm taking L's this week.
Oh my God, Keith can't hear me. Wow, this is some terrible technical difficulties. Oh my goodness, I don't think we've had technical difficulties like this before. Multiple times. Usually we get it all ironed out. I think it's the same thing. We could hear him talking, but I don't think he can hear me.
Fucking restarted my computer. I got nothing for this. It's just fucking pissing me off now.
It's funny too because we can hear him. He just can't hear me. Like everybody, like he can hear everybody except for me. It's comical. I really do think it's the headphones. But man, maybe mainline in the headphones. I don't know. He can't hear me. I'm just talking. If you want to ask me some questions, it's a shame. We had so many voicemails. We had so much energy, so many things to talk about on this podcast.
When I'm testing it here, it fucking works.
It's really unfortunate. Well, because he just doesn't. He can't.
The test worked. Still nothing, bro. What in the actual?
Still nothing for Keith. It is. I mean, we can hear him, so it's like not that it like is not what it is. I don't know. This blows. What are you guys up to? You guys got anything to do today? Anything fun going on? Yeah, I will start an MVP chant. Hopefully when Harden's going to be back, I think. And I'm planning on starting an MVP chant as soon as he goes to the free throw line, right when he gets back. Who is our first game back in the city? I think it's the Spurs game next Wednesday. Yeah, it is. It's the Spurs game next Wednesday. We're at the Bulls. And then we have the Spurs game on Wednesday. That's going to be our first game back. And that's when I think Harden's coming back. You know, the last time KD was hurt, he talked to the media. And then a week later, he came back. And I think that's kind of the not like it's like the de facto rule that the NBA has where like you do like a media session before like you come back by about a week or at least that's what the Nets have been doing. And it seems like that's what's going on here. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully he's back for next weekend, at least get 2 games in before the playoffs. Cause then it gets real, right? Then it's like, I don't know. In the last episode, I used the analogy of going 0 to 60, right? Every car, even the best cars have a 0 to 60 time, and Harden's the best car, but he's got a 0 to 60 time too. I do think that we hold on to the second seed, but we got to win games here, right? Because we don't have the tiebreaker against Milwaukee anymore. We still have to get this stuff done. So like we have to win games. This next game's going to be tough. No jokes about it. We're going against the guy who's probably going to win the MVP, and then we're going up against the Bulls, and the Bulls aren't a slouch, right? They have Vucevic, who is a player that we are just absolutely abysmal at playing. We cannot beat him. He always goes off against us. So we got to win those games. 2 games against the Bulls is going to be tough, and then obviously we got that Nuggets game and the Spurs game. None of those are easy wins. So we just got to go out there. Yeah, Keith's back. No way he can hear me though. I think it's got to be the microphone. Whatever. Good. Get that hoodie. I have the hoodie. I got the t-shirt. That hoodie is fire. I love the hoodie. I think that's the best thing that we've made. It's got the old Nets colors. It's got the Nets swirl with the. It's a beautiful hoodie. JohnBoyMedia.com. See, he's doing he's got the mainline headphones into his microphone, and what I think it is, and I don't know. He's not going to be able to hear me, so it doesn't really matter what I think. But what I think it is like I have the same situation, right? You have to make sure that you're routing everything through that microphone, including the sound. And I think it might just be tough. Yeah, he's trying to reset the cables. I don't know. I hope it works. It is comfy, though. I love those hoodies. Talkin Nets. I don't know like who the supplier is for the wool or whatever, but that stuff's nice. It's really high quality action. Boy. So what else is going on with you guys? Blue Ice, sports fan, what's going on? Anything exciting? I should probably stop my recording. Oh my goodness. Let that go for that whole amount of time. Probably just gonna, oh, he's gone again. Should end up deleting all of that. But what else? I can show you guys what I got on my desk. I got this blue ball. Let's see if I get that. Yeah, there you go. Keep that on me. What else? Let's see. I got my coffee, always ready. We do need Jeff Green in the dunk competition, but if he did that, he'd blow out his knees. That man's old as hell. We should no old guys in the dunk contest, but they got to do something to make it better, right? Like, people just aren't going to it anymore. It's unfortunate. Let's see. Keith is back.